Okay, so if you're over 50 and starting to map out your next vacation, you've probably noticed something pretty quickly. Not every cruise ship is going to be a perfect fit. I mean, some are just way too chaotic. Others are so massive you literally need a GPS to find your morning coffee. And then some are, well, just right. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're totally stripping away the old stereotypes to help you find your perfect match. We're zeroing in on adult-focused and strictly adult-only lines, and we're evaluating them on the stuff that actually makes or breaks a trip. You know, the dining quality, the evening entertainment, the actual bang for your buck, and of course, that all-important overall vibe.
Let's kick things off with the most crucial question right out of the gate. Which cruise vibe actually fits your lifestyle? Because honestly, there is no single best cruise for anyone over 50. We're all looking for completely different things at this stage in life. What feels like an absolute dream vacation to a foodie who's ready to hit up a late-night silent disco might feel totally overwhelming to someone who just wants deep-dive historical lectures, grand ballrooms, and a nice quiet evening at sea. So we really need to figure out your specific lifestyle fit.
To do that, we're going to explore 5 key areas today. First, the classic cruise experience. Then, modern upscale luxury, followed by the big showdown of enrichment versus entertainment. After that, we'll look at some really unique niche picks, and finally, we'll wrap up by helping you choose your exact ideal match.
Jumping right into category number 1, the classic cruise experience. This is where we look at the legacy favorites, specifically Holland America and Princess Cruises, to see how they build a super accessible traditional foundation. We have to start with Holland America, because they absolutely bust this tired myth that they're just a sleepy line for people who only want to sit around quietly. Not true at all. First off, the logistics are fantastic. Their mid-size ships, especially the newer Pinnacle class, are like the Goldilocks of cruising. They're big enough for amazing dining and entertainment, but they don't have those exhausting mega-ship walking miles. That's a brilliant feature if you have mobility challenges. Service-wise, we're talking wonderful old-school touches. Twice-a-day housekeeping, free room service, and get this, buffets that are actually full serve by the crew. That means no touching shared serving tongs, which is a big win. And when the sun goes down, it gets lively. They have this incredible music walk with spots like the Rolling Stone Rock Room, plus a really high-energy orange night party to celebrate their Dutch heritage. The atmosphere is genuinely vibrant.
But, we have to look at the flip side. There are a couple of caveats before you book. If you sail on one of their older vessels, they don't have that centralized music walk. So those specific ships can definitely feel pretty quiet after 9 p.m. You kind of have to hunt a bit for the entertainment. Also, and this is a big one, if you're booking Holland America expecting a strictly 100% adult atmosphere, just adds up. Summer sailings, Alaskan itineraries, and holiday weeks will absolutely bring multi-generational families and younger kids on board. They do have adult-only pools to escape to, but just keep those busy seasons in mind.
Now let's shift gears to Princess Cruises. This is basically your lively classic option. Here you get a really vibrant energy, especially right in the middle of their beautiful, bustling atrium and piazza areas, but it never crosses the line into rowdy, carnival-like chaos. It's a fantastic, energetic middle ground.
The literal game changer here, though, is their medallion technology. It is amazing. It's this tiny wearable device that unlocks your cabin door totally hands-free. Imagine walking back to your room juggling a cup of coffee and a plate of food. Your door just opens. Plus, it lets you easily track your travel companions anywhere on the ship using your phone. Super handy. Beyond the tech, Princess delivers fantastic entertainment. Think mentalists, comedians, acrobats. And foodies? They consistently rave about the casual dining, especially the poolside pizza. Add in the convenience of DIY self-service laundry rooms, which is a total lifesaver for longer trips, plus some really strong value if you bundle with their Princess Plus packages, and it's a very compelling choice.
Of course, there are a few watch-outs here, too. Keep in mind that some of the older Princess ships are starting to need just a little TLC. And super important for your daily comfort, standard balcony cabins on those older ships do not automatically come with a sofa. So if stretching out on a couch to read a book is a must-have for you, definitely make sure you deliberately opt for a deluxe balcony. Also, while the main dining and that famous pizza are absolutely stellar, some loyal cruisers do report that the extra-fee specialty dining can occasionally be a bit hit or miss. Okay, moving on to our second big category, modern upscale luxury. If the classic vibe isn't quite your speed, this category is sleek, sophisticated, and heavily headlined by celebrity cruises. You'll often hear celebrity described as Royal Caribbean's more mature, but very cool older sister, and I absolutely love that comparison because it perfectly nails their essence. This is an upscale, high-energy line that feels undeniably youthful and modern, but it still caters heavily to the 50-plus crowd who wants a refined atmosphere, without the massive amusement park water slides.
Foodies, listen up, because you will love this. Their main dining room and buffet are consistently ranked right at the top of the premium market. If you sail on their innovative Edge-class ships, the nightlife totally revolves around this incredibly lively theatrical martini bar. They lean hard into fun, modern entertainment like late-night silent discos. And here's a massive perk for a lot of mature travelers: completely non-smoking casinos. It just guarantees a classy, high-end feel throughout the entire ship. But modern, upscale luxury does come with some distinctive trade-offs. First up is the cabin design. The newer ships feature infinite verandas. Basically, the balcony is enclosed as part of your room, and you press a button to roll down a massive window. It is highly polarizing. People either absolutely love the extra indoor space, or they really miss stepping out onto a traditional, breezy outdoor balcony. Second, because of that awesome martini bar vibe, the central areas can get noticeably louder at night. If you want pin-drop quiet, definitely stick to their older ships. And finally, keep a close eye on the budget. Celebrity charges premium prices, the specialty restaurants have hefty cover charges, and, this is key, their all-included package actually doesn't cover daily gratuities anymore. Those extra fees will definitely inflate your final bill.
All right, so we've seen the traditional and the modern, but before we get into our niche picks, we have to talk about a major dividing line for mature cruisers: enrichment versus entertainment. This is honestly the biggest question you need to ask yourself. What do I actually want to do after dinner? If you want to learn, soak up some culture, listen to deep dive historical lectures from expert guest speakers, or maybe do some formal ballroom dancing to a live orchestra, then you are firmly on the enrichment side. You'll want to look at lines like Holland America, Cunard, and Viking. But if you're sitting there thinking, no way, give me spectacular Broadway-style shows, high-energy stage productions, acrobats, and late-night silent discos, well then you are team entertainment. Your best bets are Princess, Celebrity, and Norwegian. Knowing your true preference here is absolutely crucial, so you don't end up booking the wrong vacation.
Now, let's step off the beaten path a bit for Section 4, Unique and Niche Picks. These options thoroughly break traditional cruising stereotypes. Take a look at that number, 18. That is super important because our first niche pick, Virgin Voyages, is strictly an 18-plus adults-only cruise line.
That means absolutely zero 5-year-olds splashing in the pool or running down the hallways. It's guaranteed, uninterrupted, adults-only territory. Now, you might hear Virgin and think it's just a wild party for 20-somethings. But the reality is a very, very demographic. Lots of cruisers in their 50s, 60s, and 70s absolutely love it. Why? The value is insane. Your base fare covers all of their high-quality restaurants, zero upcharges for specialty dining, plus Wi-Fi and group fitness classes are included. It's a very non-traditional, unconventional, slightly quirky vibe with a much less regimented schedule and really late stays in port. The caveats? The pools are honestly pretty small, the entertainment can get a bit risque, and just like Celebrity, they recently stopped including gratuities in their base fare. But if you embark with an open mind, it is a total blast.
Next up in our niche category is Norwegian Cruise Line. This is a brilliant middle ground if you want completely relaxed, freestyle sailing. There are no set dining times and no formal nights to pack for. But the real standout feature for the over 50 crowd, it is absolutely perfect for solo travelers. They are famous for offering a huge variety of dedicated solo cabins, which means you can completely avoid that dreaded double occupancy penalty if you're traveling alone. Now, swinging to the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have Cunard. If you are someone who misses old-world elegance, and you genuinely love the romance of packing a tuxedo or a gorgeous evening gown for dinner, you will adore Cunard. They are heavily focused on deep enrichment, expert speakers, grand ballroom dancing, and of course, their iconic leisurely transatlantic crossings.
And wrapping up our niche picks, we have Viking. If you are the type of person who just hates feeling nickel and dimed at every turn, Viking is your answer. It's a true luxury, premium experience with a massive focus on historical and cultural enrichment. And the best part? Almost everything is covered in one upfront fare, even a shore excursion in every single port. It's incredibly seamless and refined for travelers who just want quiet luxury without the constant upsell. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the accessible classics, modern upscale luxury, and some really fascinating niche disruptors. How do we synthesize all of this to help you actually make a choice? Think of this final breakdown as your ultimate cheat sheet. If you need easy mobility access paired with classic, attentive service, Holland America is your winner. Love seamless tech and incredible casual dining variety? Go with Princess. If you're a foodie looking for a sleek, modern, youthful vibe, look straight to Celebrity. Want to totally break the mold with an adults-only, unconventional escape? Brave Virgin Voyages. And if your dream is deep cultural enrichment and old-world formality, Viking or Cunard are waiting for you. Oh, and definitely keep an eye on those budget packages. Grabbing those inclusive deals, like Holland's Have It All or Princess Plus, before you even pack your bags, can save you a massive headache once you're on board.
We've totally stripped away the old stereotypes today, and as you can tell, cruising over 50 is this incredibly diverse, highly customizable world. Whether you're dying to dance at a late-night silent disco, or you just want to find a quiet corner with a great book on a transatlantic crossing, or maybe taking a deep-dive history lecture before a spectacular dinner, your perfect ship is absolutely out there waiting for you. So based on everything we've uncovered today, which vibe are you going to choose for your next big adventure? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, happy cruising!